Queen Elizabeth set out the British government's plans for the next 5 years on Thursday, following Prime Minister Boris Johnson's landslide election victory.
Mr. Speaker, the Queen commands this honourable House.
And it's a legislative agenda that shows Johnson's Conservatives are keen to reward those who abandoned the opposition Labour Party in its traditional heartlands to vote for the Tories instead. Echoing opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn's pre-election claim that he offered the most radical manifesto in decades, Johnson even called this the most radical Queen's speech in a generation.
My lords, pray be seated.
And he offered a raft of new legislation aimed at overturning the 9 years of economic austerity presided over by his party. But unsurprisingly for anyone who's dipped into British politics over the past 3 years, top of the list was Brexit.
My government's priority is to deliver the United Kingdom's departure from the European Union on the 31st of January.
Among a host of Brexit-related legislation is a bill expected to start its passage into law on Friday, which will rule out extending a transition period beyond the end of 2020. The other key issue of the election campaign was Britain's beloved universal healthcare system, the National Health Service. The government will enshrine increased funding into law, resulting, it says, in an annual increase of £33.9 billion by 2023 to 2024.
And a new visa will ensure qualified doctors, nurses and health professionals have fast-track entry to the United Kingdom.
Johnson's opponents have said his plans for Brexit risk workers' rights once the UK leaves the EU. And in an apparent bid to answer those critics, the government says it will pass what it's calling an employment bill, setting up a new enforcement body to protect rights. Legislation will also be introduced to reduce immigration of lower-skilled workers with a points-based system, toughen prison sentences, and boost Britain's role as an international financial hub.